Hi, welcome to our weekly updates. Yes, I'm back this week for you guys. Yet another updates on what's going on here in Japan over this week of November in 2025. In case you're not subscribed to my channel, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel. Yes, and when I can, I'll be doing videos like that, weekly updates on what's going on, latest news, trends, and what's not going on here in Japan from a local's perspective. And by local, I mean a Singaporean who has been here for almost like 20 years, 19 to be exact. And yeah, for all you good folks who have given me all this support all this year, thank you so much. So let's just dive right in. The biggest news from last week will be an unfortunate fire broke out in various parts of Japan. Don't know what's the reason, but yeah, in winter every year, fires are a pretty common thing here in Japan because in winter it's dry and everything, and people use like a different form of heating, like a stove or whatnot. So just one small unfortunate a accident will cause the whole house to go up in flames. And this last week, the unfortunate one was in Oita prefecture, where this a community of houses, cluster of houses, old houses and new houses being clustered all together, and there's a small fishing port. Apparently, one of the houses caught fire, and the fire spread so fast because of the winds and the dry air, and within this community, sandwiched between a lot of these houses, were also like abandoned, empty houses that has like a broken windows and whatnot. So when one house caught fire, the wind carries all the little hot embers, the flying sparks and everything, and then bring it to fly into the all these empty houses and the rooftop of other houses. And because all the houses are being clustered so closely together, there's just no way to prevent the fire from spreading. And the wind even carried the sparks and everything to like a nearby island, and the forest that caught fire as well. I think the fire rages on for like 2 days. It's pretty unfortunate that 170 houses were just demolished, and a lot of people lost their houses. But the good thing that came out of this news is only one person was only one fatality was reported, because being all the houses were being so tightly packed together, and a lot of senior citizens were living in these houses, and some of them couldn't walk and everything. But the community as a whole kind of helped evacuated everyone. Young, old people who can walk, people with handicap, and whatnot. They got all the cars and whatnot to evacuate everyone. So that's a really good thing, to come out of this situation. The community is so strong. Yeah, but unfortunately, when it happens in winter, it's unfortunate that when you get houses and everything like that destroyed, it's cold, and you lose all your your roof over your head. You're probably gonna live in a refuge center or something. So that's just unfortunate. And then I think in some other places as well. I think there was a plastic recycling plant or something. The plastics all stacked around outside of the factory caught fire. Most of these places the fire has been extinguished, confirmed by the news. But they did their research, and the ground is still, some of the places the ground is still hovering between 30 to 50 degrees, so it might cause another fire. So you want to make sure the fire is extinguished, and the ground is nicely cooled down, so no other fires can start from there. Because sometimes you think the fire is gone, but the ground is still hot. Just a little spark, maybe somebody drive past and threw a cigarette butt out or something, and then reignite. So that's it's pretty scary. I think a couple of years ago in Niigata prefecture, a whole neighborhood was burned down as well. And I think many years ago in the I don't know, 40s and 50s, a huge neighborhoods burned down as well. So fires in winter are a pretty common thing, so you just got to be careful. Don't try not to sleep with your phone charging with a mobile battery or something. If you can't charge your phone when you're awake, when you can see it. So if sparks, anything happen, you can just prevent the fire from spreading. If you're sleeping, if it catches fire, it's unfortunate. That was the unfortunate news last week, and one of the biggest news last week. And Unfortunately, due to the unfortunate geopolitical situation we're in, where yeah, Japan and China is not not on good terms. So yeah, I was talking about previously that China decided to lift the ban, and Hokkaido and some other prefectures can start importing Japanese seafood into China. That was a good thing. But because of the recent yeah, situation, China decided to ban everything coming from Japan again. So I feel really bad for all these folks in Japan who depends, their livelihood depends on selling all these seafood products. So yeah, it's like a, one day yes, one day no. So yeah, these people, they got nowhere to turn to. So if you know anyone, outside of China, any countries who wants to buy like a huge surplus of fresh Japanese seafood, maybe you want to make use of this opportunity to buy all the surplus Hokkaido scallops and all the fresh seafood from different parts of Japan. It's a good time. And on the side note, yeah, Taiwan decided to lift all the restrictions on the Japanese imports because of the recent ban. So yeah, geopolitical situations are on the government level. So unfortunately, even when common folks like us who don't want to be involved in it, will naturally get drawn into the crossfire. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Like countries are not on good terms doesn't mean the people has to suffer. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. So yeah, that's don't want to talk too much into political stuff, so let's just move that aside. The other news that I was going to talk about, yeah, I think like yesterday or something, in Tokyo, Adachi won this 37-year-old not a culprit but a suspect, apparently test drove one of the Toyota Crown, a used car from a nearby Toyota dealership, and I think he tried to drove the car off, like try to steal the car or something. And apparently the police received a call, and they saw the car, without a proper license plate, like a used car license plate. And the police decided to chase him, but this lunatic decided to take the car and to evade the police. He drove onto the pedestrian, and he killed, he hit so many people. He killed 80-year-old gentleman and a 20-year-old lady, unfortunate Japanese ladies, and unconscious in a coma or something. And I think many other people were injured. And then finally he crashed the car. He jumped out of the car. He ran, but the police caught him in the end. And now I think he's denying that he actually tried to steal the car. You see, he did admit that he took the car for a test drive or something. I mean, it's just unfortunate, but I'm not sure if he's a Japanese or not, because the news is not releasing any information and about his nationality. But doesn't matter if it's Japanese or non-Japanese, but folks like that should be put away for a long time, man. I mean, don't do things like that, man. There's already so many news going on in Japan about all this bad things and going on. Just don't try to feed into the news, do something good for a change, so yeah, that's really unfortunate that people have to die because of your rampage or something, I don't really like news like that. So yeah, that's the other news. And another unfortunate news, or more like a gross glamorous news, is a Japanese man. I don't know. I think it's a Japanese man. I'm not sure. He has been arrested in Chiba Prefecture. Apparently, he's got so stressed up at work and everything. He's trying to find ways to relieve stress, and he kind of claimed that he did it as a prank. He basically peed into a bottle, like a pet bottle, and he went to a convenience store in Chiba Prefecture and put the bottle of pee on the shelf. And some unfortunate customer actually bought it, and when he got home or something, found there's a strange smell coming from a bottle, and he reported to the store, and then they filed a police report, and the police caught this disgusting perpetrator. So yeah, if you're buying your pet bottles or anywhere in the world, you want to make sure the cap is fully tightened with the seal and everything. When you open it up, it's it's a brand new thing. It's not open or something. Just be careful, because in Japan there's so many different kind of drinks and pet bottles, and there's so many different color and varieties. You never know, So yeah, that's a really gross and an unfortunate news. I hope this guy get put away for a long time. I mean, I'm not really supportive of people doing stupid things like that. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and everything is legal until you get caught. So yeah, if you don't get caught, good. If you get caught, yeah, you're gonna face the full wrath of the law. So yeah, unfortunate news aside, let's just get that out of the way. yeah, let's go on to the better news. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a better news, but yeah, unagi, the Japanese konga eel has been a staple of Japanese, cuisine for a very, very long time. I don't know, like a couple of hundred years or something. So apparently, the European Union this has is deciding to has the European Union has proposed to make all species of eel, including the Japanese eel, they want to subject to what is that? Regulations, which means Japanese konga eel previously was under the threatened status, not critically endangered. But if the European Union decides to list this in their regulations, I think it will be much harder to eat. Unagi here in Japan. So if you're in Japan, you might want to eat as much unagi as you can. My favorite being the one in Aichi, Nagoya, Aichi Prefecture, Nagoya. The one of those, I think it's called Fuji Una or something. Is one of the best unagi cuisine you can ever eat. It's a little bit expensive, but it's so good. You just gotta try it. Yeah, but eels has been a very big part of a Japanese staple, and unfortunately, it's not really easy to raise or catch eels because their life cycle of an eel, from the little glass eel, the babies to the adults, still not very well recorded. So yeah, domestically, Japan do has like a couple of fish farms that raise eel domestically for consumption, but a lot of these eels are still imported from overseas, like China and I don't know, like US or something. So if despite the Japanese, the Tokyo and everyone in the Japanese protesting, like listing the Japanese species of the eel into this the record or something, yeah, if it does happen, I think the demand will still be there, but the supply will be severely affected. So yeah, the cost of raising eel will rise, and the prices will rise. The restaurants, the prices will rise as well. So it'll be very, very, very expensive to eat eels in the future. So yeah, you might want to take note of that. So if you are a fan of Japanese unagi, you might want to eat as much as you can before, yeah, what's gonna happen in the future? You never know. Yeah, just I love eating Japanese unagi. It's just so good. Just something that is so Japanese, and most people who like me, love unagi, will feel fortunate about this particular news. Yeah, so that's world news. And the other news, yeah, Akihabara. If you guys are like a geek and nerd like me, like many others who grew up in the 80s, 90s playing games, Sega, Nintendo, arcade. Good news for you guys. A couple of years ago, I think this year or something, a couple of months ago, I'm not sure. Akihabara, when you get out of the station, the very famous red building, the Giga building 1 or something, the famous red Sega building. Apparently, yeah, the the lease was ended, and the company decided not to renew that, and many people thought that the red building will be demolished, as it's just one of those most iconic landmarks of Akihabara. It's been around since 1992. It's like operated by Sega. There's a lot of games and everything. So yeah, when the news broke that the tenant was moving out, and the company is not renewing the lease to that building, many people felt really unfortunate because changing times and rising costs of everything. But good news, a new company has decided to take over that infamous Sega red building. Sorry, red building is no longer red, it's no longer Sega, but the company, what is it called? Can't remember call. Wait, hold on. I had it. Oh yeah, it's called Silk Hat Tokyo. Basically, yeah, Silk Hat is this company that operates a few other amusement centers in Japan. So they renewed this whole building. It's now called Silk Hat Tokyo. It has all 9 floors of arcade games. Yeah, good old arcade games. And also they have crane games. They have games with music and rhythms, and they also have card games. And yeah, if I'm in Tokyo anytime in the future, I would definitely want to check out this place and play some old school arcade games, because yeah, arcade is like a dying thing. You don't see a lot of them around Singapore anymore. Everyone is just on computers and consoles and whatnot. But yeah, the remaining ones here in Japan, yeah, might want to visit them. It's just kind of cool. So yeah, good news for you guys, for folks who likes arcade games and whatnot. So yeah, let's see. Let's time check. I'm like I don't know, like okay, 15 minutes in the video. Yeah, we got a bit more news. The other piece of news will be yes, in Aomori Prefecture, the bears. Yeah, the news with the bears. Humans decided to yeah, hit back on the bears now. So it's a reverse news these days. Yeah, bears attack is still on the rise, but it will kind of die now plateau off as we go towards winter because you know the bears are all going into hibernation. But apparently, this particular news has been something that I've been pondering for a while. But yeah, this basically in Aomori Prefecture, a small little village that's called Nishimeya Village. Basically, they are using the meat of the cow bears, the the bears that are killed. Yeah, they're using it for food and leather products and fur and whatnot. So yeah, the humans are getting back at the bears. So basically, this little village has bear traps all around their farms and whatnot, and the bear cots that were caught on in all these traps and everything. Japanese black bears. I don't know if there are grizzlies there, but apparently there's a little factory around that little village, and they process all these bears that are killed by the traps. So not killed by the bears that are caught by the traps are being killed in the little factory or something, and then they're making like processing meat and everything. But bear meat tends to has a little what is that, a game smell to it, like a foul smell to it. Folks who have ate bear before. I've never eaten a bear in my life before, so I don't know what is the taste. I can tell you guys. So if you've eaten bear, you might want to tell me. But yeah, Japanese do eat bears at some places, and I heard like the kumanabe, the bear hot pot is a very very fancy food dish that is very good. So yeah, apparently this place in Aomori, they prepare the bear meat. They allow it to age in advance to remove the odor and everything, and you can buy it in like a yakitori, like skewer form, or in like a hot pot nabe form. And apparently people tried it, says there are like a not very bad foul smell to it. It's actually very nice, very tender with all the vegetables and everything. So yeah, the humans are getting back at the bear. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I want to I was for a while thinking, they killed so many bears, what are they gonna do with the bears? Maybe they should eat the meat, so not let it go to waste, and then use the leather of the bear, make products and fur, like to have a cool, like a fair bear fur, not fair. Yeah, it'd been really cool to have like a like a bear cape or something, like a hoodie with a bear head or something. Yeah, the head of the bear or something. It's pretty cool, but yeah, you never know. So yeah, that's now we know where all the bears are. The bears that are killed are being sold to. And yeah, the last piece of news I think will be G-Shock. Yeah, who doesn't know G-Shock? This iconic watch that started this whole new revolution in the 1983 or something. And now I think a couple of days ago, G-Shock Japan just released a couple of new G-Shocks. Basically, it's just updated. What is that? Square G's in the MIP, what is that, screen? Like all the old G-Shocks has this very old, outdated LCD screen with all that digital number display. But the new ones that was just released has now then this updated MIP, was that, memory in pixel display. And apparently there's the really expensive version, which is the made in Japan, the metal series, which all the metal bezel and everything. And basically it's the GMW BZ5000D. G basically is a G-Shock, M means it's a metal series, W is the wave scepter. The watch can receive like atomic calibrations and fine tune the time every day, to keep the watch accurate. And B stands for Bluetooth or something. And a 5000D, the most basic metal one that's made in Japan, is 93,500 yen. This is about, we're given the current rate, I don't know, like $800, 800 US, 750 to 800 US. That is the most standard silver metal bracelet bezel with the reverse MIP pixel, which is black, with the contrasting like a reverse the accent, and then there's the very expensive the more expensive one, the GMW VZ 5000 BD, which is only available through Casio partner shops. That goes for a 102. What is that? Not 90,000, 100,000. No, 102 300. Yeah. That's about, I don't know, 900 to 1,000 US dollars. The partner shop one looks very nice. It's black with gold accents, and it has this reverse MIP as well. And then there's also one with the gold version. I think it's called the GW with yeah, it's called the GMW BZ 5000 GD, which is the same price as the partner shop one, 102 300 yen. It's basically gold. The bracelet and the bezel is on gold with a regular memory and pixel display. It's not the reverse black display. So yeah, that's the new one. So you know, because all these watches are new and everything with the new MIP display, you actually can calibrate all the different phase and everything, and the watch itself is connected to your phone via Bluetooth, and you download this Casio application. You can change all the designs, you know, you can use the new fonts for the MIP, or you can use the older, like a LCD, like a digital fonts that resemble the old school Casio watches. And then there is a slightly cheaper version, not the Metal series, but the cheaper version, which is made in Thailand. Basically it's the regular version is the GMWBX 5600. Yeah, 5600. You know, the 5000 series are usually the premium one, and then the 5600 are usually the regular, the cheaper ones. There are two versions of that: the black one with the reverse display, and then the regular ones with the regular display. So it actually looks pretty nice. You know, I don't like the Metal series, even though it's premium and expensive, and it has this very, very nice screw bag. But you know, like a heavy metal watches in winter, it's uncomfortable because, you know, when air is dry and then the watches cannot take up a little bit of weight and it scratches your arm and everything. So yeah, I'm not a fan of wearing heavy metal watches in winter. But yeah, if you are a fan of that, go for it. But the cheaper one will be made in Thailand and held on by 4 screws on the back of the case and everything. So yeah, a good step. I mean, a good something new from Casio. But personally, for me, I don't really want either of them, because I was still hoping that Casio would come out with something in the middle, like a made in Japan with the screw back with MIP display, but not held on by 4 screws, that is made in Thailand, and not all the way premium to 1,000 bucks for the Metal series, just in the middle, maybe about $400-500. But even if the Casio do release that, I don't think I want to get it, because I'm using like this very, very old, more than 10-year-old Casio that I have with me right here. This is a very, very exclusive watch. I don't think you can find it very easily. It's basically the GW 5000B, the black version, with the reverse face with the old school electroluminescence display, and yeah, it's all in all black. The back of the case is what is that, DLC coated black. The face is black. Even the buttons and the screws that held the 4 screws that holds the bezel is all DLC coated as well. Even the buckle, the clasp itself is black DLC coated. So this watch is one of the most exclusive G-Shocks that I ever got. I think it's the first square G that I got in Japan, like, I don't know, more than 10 years ago. Yeah, it still works. Never serviced this. I cleaned it a couple of times, but I never recharged. Never had the battery replaced. So it still works, and it's an amazing watch. And a couple of years ago, I picked up the regular version of these, the GW 5000. That has the regular face and everything. On the back is DLC coated, but the buttons are not DLC coated. Even the clasps, the buckles are not DLC coated as well. So yeah, that's I got a pair. Now I got the black one and the regular one. And then the GW 5000 came out with the updated version, the GW 5000U, that was released a couple of years back. It has updated modules and whatnot. That supposedly has taken over the old GW 5000, and the GW 5000U is technically the best made in Japan a screwback G-Shock you can buy at the moment. I think is by far the best G-Shock. Is it's like a updated version of my GW5000. But if you have the opportunity, if you have the choice to only buy one G-Shock that will last you many lifetimes, if you can get the GW5000U, not go for the the GW 5600, which is like made in Thailand and whatnot. The held on by 4 screws. Usually back then I think the GW5000 were only reserved for the Japanese market. So if you're not in Japan, you can't get it. But I think a GW5000U has been released outside of Japan as well. So yeah, that's the closest you can get. But I still like the old school GW5000, because the GW5000U has this LED light instead of the electroluminescence EL light of the older series. It's like Casio moving forward with new technology and whatnot, because the older EL series, when you first get the watch, they're actually very bright, but over many years, the EL backlight will kind of dim down more and more. So it's different from the LED lights of the the newer technology these days. But maybe I want to do a video to talk about my 3 best G-Shocks that I have: the GW5000B, GW5000, and then the one that I picked up 3 years ago with the MIP display, DWH5600 with the triple sensors. I think it's the first square G that has the heartbeat sensor and everything and whatnot with the MIP screen. I really like that watch. So yeah, I picked up that a couple of years ago. I think I did a video on it, and then I swapped out with aftermarket, like a metal bezel and everything, and I wear it once in a while to look good, to dress smart and everything. But today it's raining outside in November, so it's pretty cold, and I don't want to wear that watch today. I mean, my style today, it's a pretty laid back, just chilled, and I don't need to wear like a suit and everything. So yeah, I just decided to wear my old GW5000B. So that's it for this video. Not a lot to talk about. I'll just do an updated, probably do a video sometime in the future, talk about my 3 best G-Shocks that I have. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying videos like that. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you are. So far I've not gotten any comments from any one of you guys to so yeah, if you're always supporting my channel, I just want to leave a comment so I know how you guys are doing, and whatnot. So yeah, once again, thank you for checking out my videos all the way to the end. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.